it seems that just about everyone loves a card that has movement to it, and this card is no exception. I call it a pulley card because not only do you pull it to reveal the message inside, but it has a pulley construction that makes it operate. It's very easy to put together, and it's even more fun to receive. So let me show you how to make one. You'll need just a few pieces of cardstock. You're going to need a piece that measures 6 inches by 11 inches, 2 pieces that measure 3 inches by 4 inches, and another piece that measures 5.5 inches by 1.5 inch. Now don't worry about getting these measurements down. I'll post them on my blog at michellesrubberroom.com. Now on this large piece of cardstock, we'll need to make 3 score marks. So I'm going to slide it in my paper guide here and line it up with 10 and 5/8 inch will be my first score mark that I'm going to make. My second score mark will be made at 7 inches. And my third score mark will be made at 3 3/8 inch. Okay, now I've got my piece of cardstock with my 3 score marks. At this time you need to kind of design your layout for your card so you'll know which side your panels are going to ride on. I've already got 2 here that I've decorated, and so I can just kind of slide them in here and see how they're all going to fit together. I've even gone ahead and made a piece that I want to mount on the front when I'm finished. So as you can see, this piece that's going to pull out from the right hand side of your card, you need to also punch a hole and add a little ribbon for a pull. Okay, so let's put all these pieces aside and go ahead with the construction of our card. So I'm going to lightly fold these so you can see which panels I'm talking about. Okay, on this panel we need to make 2 notches, and you can eyeball it, but I like to measure a little guide just to make it a little easier. I'm measuring 1 inch in from my score mark here on the top and the bottom to use as a guide. And next you'll use a square punch. I'm using a 1 1/4 inch square punch, and you're going to use that pencil line as your guide and line it up with the left hand side of your square and come in about 1/4 inch and make a punch. You're going to turn it around and now use this pencil mark and line it up with the right edge of your square and come in and make another punch. So now you've got 2 notches on this panel here. Now you're going to take this piece that measures 5.5 inches by 1.5 inch, and we're going to mount it on the inside. And this serves as a reinforcement just to make the operation of your card a little stronger. So you're just going to adhere that in between these 2 notches that you just made. So it goes right in there. Next you'll need a piece of ribbon that's 12 inches in length and 1 inch wide. And it doesn't really matter what color it is because it's going to be on the inside of your card, so you won't be able to see it. And you'll need some sticky strip to put the 2 ends together. So let me get a small piece of sticky strip here, lay it on one end of my ribbon. Oops, I have it slightly over the edge. Let me trim that down a little bit. Okay. And you can burnish it with a bone folder, makes it a little easier on this ribbon. If you're not familiar with sticky strip, it's great stuff. It's a 2-sided, very sticky tape. Okay, now I'm going to bring my other piece around here and put them together. Now you want this loose, but not too loose. So you're going to put these 2 ends together. Make sure that it moves around your card fairly easily, and if you have any extra, just trim off your excess. So now we've got that part made. Okay, you're going to bring in your panel that will ride on the right hand side of your card. Now this is the part that can get messed up if you don't pay attention. What you want to do is you want to have it facing up and line it up with the edge of your cardstock and mark where that falls on your ribbon. And I just use a pen and I mark my ribbon. Okay, now we're going to use more sticky strip to mount that panel onto the ribbon. Just 2 little small pieces of sticky strip, maybe about oh, 1/8 of an inch apart. Oh goodness, the sticky strip doesn't want to come up. Okay, so we're gonna pull those pieces off and make sure this is lined up with this edge and mounted on that piece of ribbon. Okay, now you're going to fold this panel over and you're going to get your next piece, and we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to face this one, instead of facing it right side up, we're going to face it upside down with the top facing towards this score mark right here. So you're going to face that down, line it up with the edge of your cardstock here, make a mark with your pen, and you'll need a couple more pieces of sticky strip. And you're going to put those 2 pieces of sticky strip to the right of your mark that you made. This never wants to cooperate with me when I'm on camera. Okay, now before you mount it, make sure you turn it with the design facing down and line it up with the edge here and stick it to your ribbon. Still got a piece of sticky strip sticking to my hand. Okay, so now you might want to just fold it together easily, just to make sure it's working properly before you go to the next step. So let's just check it out here. Make sure we've got our pieces. Yeah, that's going to come out just perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to put some sticky strip on this last narrow little panel here and put my card together. So a couple pieces on here. And it's so staticky here that the sticky strip just wants to stick to everything. I can't even get them off my fingers. Okay, so now you're going to fold this together. I'm going to, like this. And this is going to adhere together like that. And your card is essentially done. And now all you'll do is you can go ahead and mount the pieces on the front, and it will look like this when you're finished. Hope you enjoy this and you have fun with it.